Welcome to the fourth episode of AshleyTalks Supercut. Today we talk about female entrepreneurship, which is a topic very, very close to my heart. To kickstart this fantastic topic, we're going to speak with Marius, my fantastic husband, and he's going to share from his perspective what I've been through and how I have arrived where I am right now. So men, women, listen in.
I still remember how she set up pretty much by herself. I mean, in the beginning, she was a business developer, sales manager, a managing director, an HR person, an accountant. I mean, you literally have to do everything yourself in the beginning. So you have to show, I think, a lot of learning agility, and a lot of determination to really get through this initial learning process and get everything set up. I think what I learned from Ashley is a very nice, let's say, way how to put this, that you don't have resources. And actually resources are not what makes you successful, it's resourcefulness that makes you successful. So when the challenges come, you probably don't have the resources, but you will have to develop the resourcefulness to basically do what is needed, get the money, get the people, get the support at the right point in time to live through basically these challenging times that you will definitely face. Her journey has widened our horizon. I mean, we get in touch with a lot of new people. These people infuse you with a lot of new ideas, with a broader way of thinking, really. And I think that broad way of thinking gives you the confidence to think more bold and really to think beyond the limitations that you probably set yourself. To be honest, we've always been very dedicated to learn things together, maybe more in a private context, but I think this definitely her journey has also widened this kind of joint learning journey to the business horizon. Really, I come from a more corporate, let's say, business environment. She from a much more entrepreneurial. So in very many ways, this is really synergetic because there's a lot we can learn from each other, from our, let's say, professional experiences. I can see that this journey is really what she wants and what really gives her happiness in life. Consequently, that has a great impact on us because as she's happy, this has a great impact on our relationship. You know, it makes me a better person because it also challenges me to push boundaries, both in my professional and my private life. It makes me proud, but first and foremost, it makes me happy for her.
Arrived at this beautiful place in Central for the talk for the Hong Kong Law Society, just to figure out the place is actually in TST. So that was extremely shocking and frustrating and embarrassing, of course. We're going to be 30 minutes late for the talk, and why I'm talking about it to you. Most of the people, and women even more so, do not put themselves out there because they are afraid of these situations. Situations like this will happen. It will get embarrassing. It will get weird sometimes. You will be put in situations that are not comfortable. People may judge you either online or offline, but this is not the reason not to do it. You look at the problem, look at the situation, so okay, I'm late, it's going to be 30 minutes, I just need to get there as soon as possible, and I need to resolve it by delivering an amazing presentation, probably staying a bit longer, you know, gifting some books, etc., etc. So just solve it, learn to fail successfully. That's a great tip that I learned throughout my journey. Successfully fail. This morning, although we were late, the event went really good and everybody was extremely happy. Right now, we're back in Wan Chai and we're having lunch with 5 amazing ladies. I invited those ladies here today to talk about female entrepreneurs, about women at work. Let's go get them.
day, me being a career woman and being an entrepreneur, I don't want to drop my family. I want to have this work-life balance. I have 3 kids, and I always wanted, when I set up LDB, to share my time between my family and my job. My job is my passion, but my family is part of my DNA, and I don't want to wake up like in 20 years saying, oh, I missed everything. And it's very important for me to have this balance.
There's a lot of change that needs to be made in encouraging women to believe in themselves and also to show them that they're not alone. I think there's really a belief that business is not necessarily for women, it's not what a lot of women do. So, you know, you have to be very special to start a business, and I don't believe it's true. I think we're all equal. We all have the same chances. All we need to do is like work hard, take an opportunity, take our chance, and we could all succeed ultimately.
My parents, I think, taught me more than anything, the good character is the most important. So it wasn't, you must be successful and you must make money or you must prove yourself in the world or anything. My dad started his business with nothing, and he literally could barely afford a Coke, and then he built an empire. It's extremely humbling, obviously, to hear his stories. But regardless of how much they could afford, they still, would count every dollar and make sure that their children understood the value of money, and that money at the end wasn't anything. It was an enabler. But that family came first, and that your values came first.
There's a book actually called How to Be Everything, and it's also this. If you can just search up multi-potentialite, it's a new term. It's a coined term made by a TED speaker, and she's created this term, and she's like on a whole revolution to let all of us feel like we belong to this group, and it's okay to be who we are, rather than try so hard to fit in a box. Let's focus on how do we grow? Women have so much strengths. Why don't we use our strengths and create a beautiful place? And I think women have different strengths to men, but you don't have to compare with the men. They've got their own strengths. They'll do what they're good at. We have our own, and we'll do what we're good at, and together we'll be a team.
Afraid of money. I was afraid of idea of having them or want to have them. It was a very weird feeling, but I was afraid that it will affect me or make me addicted to it, or maybe will change my character, and maybe I'll not be as generous or kind as I am. And since I understood that this is my character and this is who I am, and money will just give me more and more tools to help others and to do different things and to discover the world and share my knowledge and my experience with others. So since I accept this idea, then hard work and just keep going, never give up.
Now this brings me to the second point, your mindset and your limiting beliefs. Women have a very specific set of beliefs about themselves that I think limit their professional growth. I'm going to talk about my limiting beliefs, and I hope that they are also going to uncover some things that you have within yourself. Number one belief that I had was I need to harmonize. It means I need to harmonize what's happening around me. I need to always say yes and agree to things being offered to me in terms of professional development. I overcame it because I went into business, and in business you cannot just sit there and wait. You need to ask for what you want. You need to increase your prices. You need to tell your customers how this is going to work. The second thing is my limiting beliefs about money. A lot of women feel uncomfortable either because they are afraid not to have enough money, or they are uncomfortable because they are afraid earning so much money. For me, what helped is the shift in beliefs. I really see that money is out there. Money comes easily and frequently. So that really is how it is right now, because I model situations to help that new empowered belief. The next limiting belief for me was that I don't really need to promote myself. I changed that by understanding that in this modern world, if you want to be successful long term, you need to build your personal brand and you need to put yourself out there. So promotion is crucial. And when we talk about personal branding, a lot of women don't do it because of the fear of being judged. It is a huge fear. It's in all of us, not only in women. But for women, it's just one of those fears that completely freezes them and freaks them out. We are going to be discussed. We are going to be judged. We are going to be not liked by someone. But in order to be a leader, in order to achieve amazing things, you really need to put yourself out there. And as a good friend of mine said, don't edit yourself. So this personal branding really comes from not only knowing what you do, but also stopping editing yourself. The last limiting belief that I want to feature here that I never had, but I know a lot of women have, is that you cannot have a successful business and a happy family life women think that they need to choose between having a husband and having a career or business. And this is not true, because I'm living a life when I have a loving husband. We have a fantastic relationship. We grow together. We are absolutely in love. And I am running a successful business. See whether you have any of those beliefs, and if so, work on correcting them. Get yourself a coach, read a book, read something online, but most importantly, go and fight that fear. It will never go away, but you will learn how to manage it, how to dance with it, how to change it into a productive force. So what have we learned today? We've learned a lot about female entrepreneurship. Let's walk down those things. Number one, we learned that family really matters. So the family that you grew up with and the background that you have has a significant impact on how you feel being an entrepreneur or how you perform at work. So if you guys have children, girls and boys, you probably want to install certain values in them right now. At the same time, on the family front, the support of your partner, a husband or support of your family is also very, very important. The second thing is the limiting beliefs that you have. You need to identify what are they. Are you afraid of earning money? Or do you believe there's not enough of them? Do you believe that you are smart but somebody is smarter? Do you believe that you don't need to promote yourself? What are your limiting beliefs that are preventing you from succeeding to your full potential? And you need to work with them. At the same time, number three, you need to look into mentors. Who are those people around you that actually help you to propel your career? Share the knowledge, follow them, and learn from them and grow with them. Remember one thing, if you want to arrive at a place where another person currently is, see what this person done, break down their success into steps, and then go and replicate it massively. After filling all of those boxes, you will definitely arrive there or even higher. The next thing you need to do is work on your strength, not try to compete with men or any other members of your work environment on skills that are not native to you. Identify what are you best at. Women are fantastic communicators. Women are fantastic at building strong teams and collaborative environments. So we in general need to stop competing with men in their game. We need to invent our own and be comfortable at it. You can succeed as a woman, and you don't need to grow balls to be successful financially. And finally, you want to do personal branding. You need to understand that in the modern world, really personal branding and putting yourself out there and not editing yourself and being genuine and being out there is extremely important digitally. So I would like to see more women doing personal branding, putting themselves out there, writing books, creating blogs. I would like to see more women in business, and I would like to see the whole focus of conversation right now about women in business being refocused from the negative environment and the unfair treatment to actually what are those successful women that are now out there doing right? How can you play on your strength? What is that recipe for success? Let's make this happen, all of us together. So this is it for today. Thank you for staying with us for this episode of AshleyTalks Supercut. Stay tuned, and next time we're going to talk about personal branding for business. We'll talk about launching podcasts and video logs, writing books, doing social media marketing on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all to support your professional development and career. Stay tuned, have a great day, and see you guys